Hello guys, and welcome to another video, where today I'll be mentioning what I think should happen in the next Christmas event with some toon buffs, some new skins, and even maybe some trinket buffs, also abilities, and unlike last time, I'll get straight to the point. If I can pause for a second. Sorry if the recording doesn't look accurate. I am using my phone, and it doesn't get accurate recordings. Well, it does, but it doesn't get, like, the colors accurate, so that's why these will look desaturated. Now, with Rudie, if you watched my last video, then you know that he thought of an ability where he, like, kind of flies up. But what would be a good buff for him? Well, I'm thinking that he should have 5-star movement speed, and that he should at least have 4-star extraction speed, because in one of his dialogues he says, pretty good at this considering I have hooves. So, yeah, that could work. Anyways, for the rest of his stats, I'm thinking maybe 4-star stamina. Wait, no, that won't work. 3-star stamina, 2-star skill check, and, well, actually the extraction speed can stay at 3 stars, and stamina can be 4. Sorry if this is gonna take a long time. But skill check will be 2 stars, stealth will be 1 star, extraction speed will be 3 stars, stamina will be 4 stars, and the movement speed will be 5 stars for like a Rudie buff. For Rudie's ability, it's gonna be his normal ability again, but he's gonna like start to fly up for a bit. Or he can just fly up and be on all fours. Next is his Trinket buff, but I'm gonna mention the Trinket buffs after the end of the video, like after the Christmas tunes. Next is Ginger, and if you watched my last video again, she would drop a gingerbread cookie, and that would allow someone to pick it up and get a heart. Also, for a stat buff, I think that Ginger would be better at skill check, but she would still have good enough stealth. So, 4-star skill check, 2-star movement speed, 2-star, actually 3-star stamina, 4-star stealth, and 2-star extraction speed. And that's it for Ginger, so now on to Cole. Now, if you watched my previous video again, I did not have anything for Cole. But since then, I thought of an ability for Cole. You guys remember how in the Christmas event, if you've played it, how Cole was fast in a blackout? Well, why not have Cole's ability become passive, where she becomes fast in a blackout? And yes, Cole is female. It was in her information card if you were there during the Christmas event. But yeah. Anyways, I don't think that she needs a stat buff. So, with all that aside, let's move on to the last one. By the way, I did not think of any names for these. Like, the only one that really needed a change for the name is Cole, which I don't know. I guess Christmas Light, but I thought of a new ability for Bobette, where her, well, in her Festive Aura ability, it's gonna be a new active ability for the ability I thought of, but for Bobette's passive ability, Festive Aura, I think it can work similar to Gordy's ability, but like, they just have to be near Bobette, where they get like speed, stamina, skill check, or extraction speed. I would say stealth too, but then that kind of ruins the point of Bobette. Anyways, for active ability, I was thinking maybe something called Winter Wonderland. In this ability, she gains an insane speed buff. Just kidding, no, but it gives everyone on the floor a speed buff or an extraction speed buff. And for her stats, I think that they should get changed. I think that she should have 4 stars in skill check still, so that can stay the same. But also, maybe 4 stars in the other stat as well, movement speed. But 2 stars in stealth can stay the same. 5 stars in extraction speed. And I think that gives her 1 star in stamina. So yeah. Sorry if I coughing. I got a cold, but I think it's still fine. Anyways, on to skins, and I'll only be mentioning new skins for other toons, not the Christmas toons. Moving on to Astro, and I won't be including Louie or Connie either, since they got skins later down the line. But for Astro, I think that he would have a Christmas night skin. It's hard to explain what they would look like, so I don't know. I'll probably make them and then show them in a community post or on my TikTok. On to the next one. Bassie's next, and you might be like, bro, why are you bringing up Easter toons. Well, I think that would be unique if, starting in this next Christmas event, if other event toons would get skins. So that's why I'm bringing up Bassie. And I honestly don't have an idea. Maybe we could fill her head with presents or something, or like make her head a present with like her flowers being replaced with like the top of a Christmas present, with her little ear things being like ribbons. Blood is next, and I'm thinking like maybe an eggnog skin or like hot chocolate. But I do think that like a snowman skin would fit him best. The reason why I say that is I'm saving hot chocolate for someone else. Buxton being the next one on the list. I know he's a starter, but he did get a Halloween skin and an optimization. So for his skin, I'm thinking maybe he could like be a Christmas box where he plays Christmas music. I don't know. Or maybe like a present. Anyways, on to the next one. Brusha's next, and maybe like with her Halloween skin, Scary Stylish, she can have like paint colors on her head representing Christmas colors, and with her painting like being all Christmas themed. And this time I won't mention a present for a skin. Maybe she could be like Babette's Eve Sleeper's skin, but like paint with Christmas colors. Next one on the list. Coco is next. And like I said before with Bassie, I think that would be unique if Coco got a skin, but I didn't really think of anything for Coco. Maybe like a snow bunny, but that's like all I can really think of. Cosmo is next, and like maybe a gingerbread cookie skin, but that would look too close to his cousin. I honestly didn't think of anything for Cosmo. So, yeah, sorry about Cosmo. But I just couldn't think of anything. Eclipse is next, and yeah, I'm bringing up the Halloween tunes as well. To be honest, I think that would be unique if Eclipse got a skin of, like, kind of Astro's skin that I mentioned earlier. Or it would be like a Christmas Eve-like thing. Eggson is next, and, well, I think it would be nice if he had, like, a cookie for his head, like a Christmas cookie. Kind of like his other skin, painted patterns. Anyways, with that said, let's move on to the next. Finn, one of the newly optimized toons. And this is actually the first toon that hasn't gotten an event skin that has been optimized that we're going over. Because he got optimized after the Halloween event. Remember back in Blot when I said that it would be unique if he had a hot chocolate skin, but I was saving it for someone? I was saving it for Finn specifically. Yup. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Flutter, and yet again, I thought of nothing. I am sorry, Flutter fans, but, like, there's nothing I thought of that could work for Flutter. Maybe an elf, but that's all I can think of. Flight, and just like with Flutter, thought of nothing. It's just too hard to think of a skin for both of these. Gigi, and I think a snowball for her head would be good. Maybe like a snowman skin for her. Next one. Glisten, also gain optimized, should also get a skin. But it's kind of hard to think of a skin for him. So, yeah, I have nothing. I'm sorry. Gordy, and I actually recently got this skin idea from Piggy. From the Piggy event that's going on. Maybe he could have like a snowy pumpkin skin, but Quell would have to check with Minitoon to make sure that's okay first. Pebble. Like maybe a snowy mountain skin, but that seems more of a cool skin. I'm just looking for anything for this cute little pup. Poppy, maybe a snowball skin, because that's all I can think of. Maybe like maybe her skin could be all icy. I don't know. Razzle and Dazzle, the only left now optimized toons from, toon from the Halloween event. I count them as one toon because while they are technically two toons, you can only play as both. Maybe like a Santa and Grinch one? I don't know. It's hard to think of skins for these toons, but for Rebecca, I'm thinking maybe a Grinch suit one or like a Christmas outfit, because her whole thing is like making outfits for others and herself. Roger, a newly optimized one yet again. I'm thinking of like maybe an ice rink for the glass, and then like having like the rest of it be Christmas themed. I didn't think of much for a lot of the toons. So many toons got optimized, and Shelly is no different. One sec. Back, and maybe like a Mrs. Claus skin for Shelly. That's all I can think of. Shrimpo, and I think that he can be an elf. Sylvester, and maybe he could glow like green and have like a Christmas themed suit on instead of his armor. Sprout, and I'm thinking that maybe the grass can be snow. And maybe he could be like all ready for Christmas. Kind of like with his scarf. Like he already has the scarf, but maybe he could have like mitts, a coat, and like a whole winter getup on. Tegan and I can only think of hot chocolate again. Yeah, sorry. Tisha, I thought of nothing. Look, so many toons got optimized, and it's hard to think of something for all of them. Toodles is next on the list, and honestly, maybe like a Christmas onesie. That's all I can think of. I'm sorry, I didn't think of a lot of skins. say hello to V, who I did have a skin idea for. Maybe like a Christmas themed TV. I am sorry for all of you V fans. Yada, and well, I don't really have a lot of ideas. I did not have a single idea in my head. Okay, why did it pause there? Anyways, maybe like Christmas trees for the horns, but that's all I can think of. Next are Trinket buffs for Rudie and Bobette, and especially for a buff of the Trinket for Exon and Rebecca. Even though they're not Christmas toons, all three of the common trinkets are useless after the event. Now, for Rudie, yeah, I was thinking maybe his trinket could like I don't know. Maybe it could like help other toons on the floor, kind of like an ability that would help. Exon and Rebecca, I haven't thought of anything, so I think I should give them trinket buffs when I talk about the Easter event and Halloween event coming back. Anyways, thank you for watching, and for buffs on the other two toons, like with their trinkets, I'll think about it later. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoy the Piggy event and the Dandy's World Christmas event, as I will. See you, and a new comic dub video will be coming out very shortly once I get it done.